I just wanted to come on here really quick before I go to bed. Slowly but surely is the message. Okay, slowly but surely. So if you feel like things are not moving fast enough, or am I doing enough? The answer is yes. We're right on time, okay? And you know, remember that the turtle won the race. Okay, so it's okay to take your time to observe, you know, before you know, to respond instead of react type energy. Hey, welcome to the live. Oh yeah, with this Eight of Wands energy. So Eight of Wands would be like, that's Eight of Swords actually. Eight of Wands would be like, moving fast, jumping towards it. This is actually Eight of Swords energy. And that's almost feeling trapped, stuck. Okay. So contemplating, yeah, Eight of Cups, deciding what you need to do, what you want to, what's your next move going to be, what you need to leave behind. Okay, so yeah, getting ready to make a move for sure, but it is moving slow. Okay, lots of details because it's a big deal with this King of Pentacles here. It has a lot to do with your stability and just your overall stability, but your legacy. Seven of Wands, so trying to protect that. So it's giving me this energy of moving in silence or trying to maneuver, okay? It's becoming one of those messages like, hey, don't tell all the secrets now. Okay, too many came out. It's giving me this energy of maneuvering, and I feel you on that, okay? Like, how are you going to maneuver? Okay, so yes. So take your time, quiet time. I've been like, I like to listen to different readings and stuff like that, but I've been turning them off lately. And then I kind of got on to like these other different commentaries, but I've been turning them off too. Okay, and just opting for silence. Okay, as you kind of figure this out with this Jack of Diamonds here, trying to figure out the best way. So definitely focus on your money and your persona. Okay, it's definitely time to put on your end of the world outfit. Okay, your who are you really, your superhero fit. Okay, make sure you got that tailored. Make sure you got a telephone booth to change into. You know what your routine is. You know your power up. Okay. So definitely getting to position, but I feel like that's what this moving in silence maneuver energy is. It's actually kind of like activating the gifts and figuring yourself out and what your path is, you know? So it's that energy of taking step by step. Four of Wands. Okay, yeah, so make planning for the future. And I got this leap of faith card here. This full card energy. So it's definitely an energy of like, you don't really know. You don't really know what it looks like, what the future looks like, or maybe you don't exactly know what you want type energy. What is this? It's 3-4, okay? 3-4, so step by step. I'm about to switch decks in a second. Step by step. What's a 3 to a 4, though? Six of Swords. So yeah, this is definitely like just, it's bringing it back to that contemplation energy. So if you feel like you don't exactly know what the future looks like or what your path or what your next step is, that's okay. I can see that energy right here. And it's giving me this hangman feeling, which isn't always a good feeling, okay? It doesn't really feel good to not know what the picture is. Sometimes you know what you have to do. Maybe you know the next step, but you don't know what that outcome is, or there's no guarantee. And so you just have to focus on the best case scenario. Queen of Swords, I feel like that's overall energy of almost being like nervous, or, you know, knowing that it's an important choice. Nine of Wands, wanting to protect. So this energy of wanting to protect. Okay. So definitely keep it to yourself until you know exactly, till you're strong in your position. Six of Wands. Okay, so yes, money is the object, okay, but like don't be greedy about it type energy. Okay, so make sure that you check that leprechaun feeling, you know, if you do strike it rich in some area, make sure that you remember where you came from and what your purpose is. Yeah, King of Cups energy. Um I'm feeling like strong masculine and just like needing this masculine love energy with the King of Cups. Okay, so just staying loving, okay? High vibrational. It's really important for you when you get into this king energy, man or woman, right? To be high vibrational. Be aware of sex demons and people who are not compatible with you spiritually, trying to be vampires in your life while you're in this young magician energy. Okay? You really need to remain where the waters are calm. So it's, you know, definitely not a time to be like, oh, I think I can go and hang out with people I used to hang with. You know, I can do this, I can do that. Yeah, strength card came out here, but yeah, you're strong and all, but don't be going over there playing around, um, repeating cycles unnecessarily. Relationships. I seen something else about, uh, oh, this lover's energy here. So use your discernment with connections because there are some good ones, okay? And there are some ones you need to stay away from. So you have to have discernment, you know? Like you can't stay completely closed off or else you're going to push away a good friend, right? Be your authentic self. So you know that they're in alignment with you, right? When you can be yourself and speak your truth. You don't have to like, you know, fake the funk type energy, or you don't feel like you have to change yourself or hold, you know, maybe even feel like you want to share with this person. Um, you know, so being your true authentic self is going to attract people who are aligned with your true authentic self. Okay. But yeah, speak your truth. It's just telling me, yeah, free will, continue to being a free spirit. So you have to be in connection with people who allow you to feel free, and you know you don't have to feel like you have to conform to some way or something that, you know, it's okay to take on traditions, whatever, but free will. Okay. Okay. I feel like I'm getting, so forgiveness, I feel like I want to put this separate from that message. So all praise to the Most High Power. We are grateful. Study and learning. So learning to forgive yourself and kind of like thinking about past things. Serendipity, I feel like two things. These emotions about past stuff that you need to contemplate it might come out randomly, okay, unexpectedly. But then I also wanted to say expect serendipity as far as unexpected surprises, okay? I heard that's why you cut out the noise. So even like not listening to music in the car, just giving yourself the opportunity to be quiet and listen to spirit. Trust your intuition, period. Okay? So that's essential. In the comment sections, right, of some video a while back, somebody was trying to say like, oh, you guys, you're not native, you're not indigenous to America type energy, right? And I was like, I'm just gonna follow my intuition. And it's like, who can dispute that? Anybody dispute? Conversation done. Okay. You are fully entitled to making choices for yourself based on what your spirit is leading you to do, especially when you're doing it through a heart chakra and you're not hurting yourself or anyone. Okay. So I think it's really important to get our verbiage together when we talk about spirituality, gifts, okay, manifestation and having power. I feel like we need to get some good verbiage together so that it can't be used against us, or when people try to use it against us, we have solid rebuttals, and we're just solid in who we are, knowing that, we are manifesting through the heart chakra. We are doing things with love, right? And it's also a way for us to call out those who are pretending to be of God and of love. We can really measure the spirit and measure the fruit of the spirit. Are you helping people? Are you hurting people? Okay. Like, what is your ultimate point? Okay, exactly. Let's get to, you know, some honest conversations can really cut out a lot of this crazy rhetoric that is ruining our society. So connect with confidence. So just knowing who you are, know thyself. So when somebody tries to question you about who is your God, well, me, I'm on a self journey. All praises to the Most High Power. We are grateful. Victory, bing. So we're headed for victory. Period. Okay. Period. With the King of Pentacles. Okay, headed for victory, success, and the not just the victory and the success. It's like you also get the recognition, the King of Pentacles and the Empress, and you're respected, physically and spiritually. Period. Period. I haven't used this deck in quite a while. This is just the original tarot. Okay. All praise to the Most High Power. We are grateful. Period, though. So the Knight of Cups has made appearance to me twice here. The Knight of Cups, okay? So I feel like love is coming, okay? From different perspectives all around, you know? So be open to that. I know, Page of Wands. So you might be feeling like exactly what we just discussed, okay? Feeling, mustering up the energy. Okay, feeling encouraged. So when you feel that wave of encouragement, that spark, go ahead, put your cloak on, dress up, wear your best, your Sunday's best. I'm seeing this as like, okay, this is Page energy, Sunday's best, right? So you put on what you have now. But I really just saw in my mind, it's like you're gonna start off like wearing your Sunday's best, right? and that's going to evolve into like some really amazing royal garb. Okay, so that's just what I saw. So by dressing up, it's calling in an energy. So that's just a side note there. Something about dressing up, dressing for the part. I've been really trying to be like, okay, like wealthy, like okay, like I'm just trying to get into that energy, and you know, because that's what it's gonna take. Okay, so here we are with this Four Swords Temperance energy here. We also have the moon. That's Scorpio energy. We're in Scorpio season. Things in the darkness coming to light. Revelations are happening. Okay. But ultimately, like whatever discoveries, good or bad, that come up, you can use that and transmute it. Okay. Found out a terrible family secret that makes you be like, I'm finna break this generational curse. Like, hell nah. Even with the food stamps thing, I lost my food stamps back in June. Okay. I'm a mom of four, and wish I had them. Wish I had them. And I heard somebody say something about if you had food stamps, you should have hella like cupboard food and stuff. You know what? Definitely should have did better. You know what I'm saying? uh, Takes personal responsibility. And so I'm just bringing that up because it's like whether you were on them or not. Because I definitely was like, well, hopefully I can find me a loophole and I can get me some again, right? Um, Fuck that shit. And while we're saying fuck the food stamps, let's say we can start saying fuck some more of this government programming that they got going on too. Okay? So this energy of rest and receiving from spirit, allowing spirit to pour into me. I really been feeling that though, like restored daily. Like I should be exhausted, I should be tired, I should be crying. Okay. But I really have been feeling like I heard my daily bread type energy, but not just food, energy. Feeling like I can do this. I'm okay with this. I'm excited. I know where I'm headed. Da da da. Like that's so important so you can make it through your day on a high vibe. Okay, so I'm a nostalgic nostalgiaholic. Nostalgiaholic. Okay, so somebody's in some sixth energy memory. This guy's a nostalgiaholic. Okay, but I guess maybe that's like a history. And this nigga is talking to me in a different language. Doest thou take pleasure in being black? If thou couldst be white, wouldst thou so choose? Wherefore or wherefore not? No judgment here. All is love. Okay, thank you, nostalgiaholic. Okay. Let me take a sip of this coffee. Hell no, I would not want to be white. Just period. No. Never in a million years. And honestly, I I feel I pity you, white people. Back you guys had your time, but it's not your time anymore. You know what I'm saying? So you guys paraded around like you had something over us, like you were inferior or you were superior. And we were born into the situation. So if you're a baby and you're taught a life, of course you accept that, right? But anyways, the thing is that y'all should have never went with the whole theory of white is genetically superior. You should have made something else up, because pretending that melanated beings were inferior, a lie can only hold up for so long. That's why it's completely dead. Nobody believes it. it's laughable, okay, to think that being non-melanated is better than being melanated. That's laughable. So, what the fuck? I don't know what else to say about that. Nostalgiaholic. I was addressing Nostalgiaholic, and he asked me, do I take pleasure in being black, and would I want to be white? And I would definitely not want to be white. Not even with the privileges, because what you miss out is a spiritual connection with God. You have to be melanated to have a soul. So 85% of white people don't have, I don't know if you just don't have a soul, or if it's like, but you don't have a connection to it. So it doesn't matter. If you can't access your pineal gland, if that doesn't open up, you don't have a connection to nature. You're missing some screws, basically. Oh, look, now, oh, I love it. Okay. Tadoff Swiftler. What the hell? Tadoff Swiftler. Is that supposed to be? No, wait. Not Tadoff Swiftler. That's clever. What the hell? Okay. You trying to say Taylor Swift is Adolf Hitler? Or that's your combo wombo? Anyway, she called me EBTisha. You are coping so hard. Okay, like, anyways, the difference between black people and white people with this EBT thing. We want some EBT, damn it. Give me some EBT. EBT is wonderful. What are you talking about? We're not ashamed of that. But I didn't even have EBT, so I wasn't even affected by the whole situation. I feel like I lost my EBT a few months ago. I just said this to, I just said this. And been working with it, been cooking more from scratch, you know what I'm saying? And honestly eating healthier. So yeah, I had some high vibing cards just pop out at us. The Lovers, Two of Wands, and Judgment. Okay? So I just feel like, look, for us high vibing folks, we are loved and protected, and we're going up. Judgment is being called. I wanted to say, like, black love is alive and well. So, like, before, I've been reading for years, right? And I happen to know a lot about twin flame science, and I always applied it to the general collective. But now that I decided to focus my energy on Solon people, I am seeing the power of the melanated, the twin flame energy in the melanated collective is so strong and powerful. you know, it all makes sense. It all makes more sense. So black love is so powerful. It makes sense why they try to get us to fight with each other. You know what? We gonna fight and fuck it out too. So while they over there thinking, oh, we're destroying the black family, you see these black children still appearing, okay? And everything that we have gone through over the generations were to help us for personal and spiritual growth, and to help us, you know, overcome certain things. All the babies that were made are supposed to have been. And this lover's energy is also self. Like, look at how extremely powerful self is, just in self, okay? When we balance our masculine and feminine energy and create. And we have, what is the Holy Trinity? Your masculine, your feminine, and the Most High Power? Okay? Let's talk about it for real. That's how we really, your masculine, which is getting that work done, your feminine, which is getting that imagination and actually knowing what it is that you're working for, and the Most High Power doing that universe thing. Okay? Um Um, Tadoff Swiftler talking about some cheap slaves were the most expensive thing for honest Americans. How, honest Americans, cheap slaves. Let's just think about that just for a second. Anybody owning a slave is not an honest American, okay? You know, I've been thinking about it so much lately. Why didn't you guys just do your own work? You know what I'm saying? Why can't you just clean your own house? Why don't you just take care of your own kids? What's wrong with you that you couldn't just breastfeed your own babies? Why couldn't you just heal your own self? Why couldn't you cook your own food? You know? Doesn't make any sense to me. And it's like, you guys are not worth, you're not worth acknowledgement. You're not worth acknowledgement in the fucking food chain. It's like talking to plankton. So, yeah. Anyways, Judgment Day, baby. Okay? Judgment. So, you know what I will have to say, too, is that a lot of white people will say, I wasn't there. I never owned slaves, and you were never a slave. So it doesn't matter, right? But spiritually, which white people know nothing about, but it doesn't matter because they're still subject to universal law, okay? You're signing your name. John Hancock, Tadoff Swifty, okay? Signing her name just as her ancient ancestor, Adolf Hitler, right? That this Tadoff bitch, that ancient ancestor, was Adolf Hitler, apparently. That's who the energy calling on. Baby, so you can go ahead and get that karma. He killed himself. Okay? He couldn't even take the pressure of what the fuck he did. So you can go ahead and get that karma for all the souls. Okay? Because one thing I can say about my ancestors is that, number one, our blood is all over this land. Okay? The trees, the grass, the birds, the bees. Okay? They're all here to support the indigenous people receiving their land back. Okay? And taking their place. So I don't know who you're calling on. I guess you're going to call on Adolf Hitler, his bitch ass. Okay? Who killed himself. He opted out and left everybody else. And then that's how. Hello with the ace energy, period. Don't make all praises to the most high power, okay? Because if nothing else, God's going to help us. The power of God. How are we going to win? The power of God. See? And that's what they don't understand. They think they could come and say whatever. Honey, we are bloodline stacked upon bloodline of royalty, okay? And now that the veil has thinned and we are awakened, okay, and we are remembering who we are, who our ancestors are, baby, please. You had us when we were giving all our praise to Jesus. Okay? So I got this protection energy. Let's just see. Okay. So yeah, just be protective of yourself on the journey. Be prepared, you know, for people to try to tell you you're wrong, yada yada. But with this Hierophant inner, it's written, okay? The Hierophant with the Ten of Pentacles, okay? Just protect your energy. You have the golden jewel. That's the little word of God or whatever energy that you got that makes you say, oh yeah, I have to take this to the kingdom. I got to take this to the place I got to go. It's giving me that movie Elijah. Is that what it's called? Book of Enoch. When Denzel Washington had to get the book type energy. You know, and I saw the Hierophant and I just wanted to say, it's written, but then the Ten of Pentacles was behind. So it just let me know that you've already won. And that's something that I saw in my third eye a while back, is that we have the energetic rank. We have the energetic rank. We rank higher than them. All we have to do is think positive thoughts. Okay? And I saw this energy of like ride out the storm type energy. And with this chariot, we are moving somewhere. So if it's like a boat or something, it's like rocky or whatever, don't be alarmed. Just go with the flow. Like, you have not been brought this far to just come this far. And you know this. We were not brought this far just to come this far. And we didn't do anything to them. We didn't fucking we didn't commit no heinous crimes against them in all these years. We never fucking launched no campaign against them. Okay? Period. The world and the devil. So this is completion. The world, right? And the devil, like, your days are done, devil. Period. Nigga. Completion on that. Period. It's just the balancing of it all. You know, it'll become imbalanced again, okay, eventually, but we're gonna get some couple 100,000. That would be nice if we could get a couple 100,000 years of balanced out energy on Earth, but I don't know if that's what I said, so I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna take away our couple 100,000 years of peace, okay, Queen. Okay, so just feel confident. You are who you say you are who you know you are. Okay, you don't even have to tell nobody. You just show up as her, okay, or him. Confident, feeling confident, knowing that you are valuable. Okay, valuable. Okay, Two of Swords energy. What is this Two of Swords? Okay, so speed bump. Okay, is that feeling of, oh, but it doesn't work out. It usually doesn't work out. What if it doesn't work out? Okay. And you just have to work through that energy. Like, you're going to have to, like, paint a different picture. Okay. You're going to have to, like, raise that vibration. I don't have any more elegant words. It's just like something that you have to work through to where you're not bringing your vibration down, because if you have thoughts like that, then it's going to repeat. Okay, so be really intentional about what you say to yourself. And my main example of transmuting energy is that, like, if I feel really nervous about something, I'll change that nervous energy and be like excited. So it's the exact same energy, but just a higher frequency, right? So, and I'm nervous about how I'm gonna get all these bills paid. I'm excited to see how this is all gonna work out. Okay, that's just like a little example, right? So something like that in regards to Tower energy. Yeah, changes. So sometimes, you know, like whatever hump we got to get to the other side. Okay, challenges. Okay. I'm seeing this as like a financial challenge, but it's balancing with the justice energy. It'll be fair. Okay, so Spirit is saying, you ain't gonna get nothing you can't handle. Cause okay, look, that's what I feel with this. Let's see how I came to that. Look, the Tower energy, right? So you do not like this, okay? Especially with it being in reverse. And with this breadcrumbing ass energy, right? That's why I was like, Pentacles. And the Justice, I just felt like it was like, look, it might be some shit you don't like, but it's not going to be some shit you can't handle. So, Spirit, what? How are we supposed to rate? And I guess that's the energy that we fucking have to transmute. Okay? Because I was just about to complain, as Israelites do. Okay? I was just about to complain. And, but I stopped myself because it's like, this is the energy that needs to be transmuted. Okay? Confident, right? But on the inside, it's this energy of you, a level of self-doubt, right? And we're going to have to be able to come through a whole tower situation on top, confident. Not cursing God and type energy. Okay? So, I don't know. This is some energy here that needs to be transmuted so that we, so kind of like how I signed, so I said that the white folks, they sign their name when they repeat racist things at us. They sign their name saying, I am a racist and I deserve the karma of a racist, right? In the context of our situation in America. So this is almost like going through these tower energies here. That's kind of like us signing our name. How we respond. It's not the going through it of it, right? How we respond to discomfort. Okay? We're also signing our name of resilience, okay? Overcoming, bounce back, right? And that's what we hope to do instead of signing a different fate. Okay? So, Spirit is saying, we got this. I'm going to put this deck down. We got this with the strength energy. Like, we got this for the bloodline. Not just, we got the strength and power of the bloodline, the royal families, okay? I don't know. We got the wishes fulfillment in here and the choices, okay? Some about our choices, yo. Make sure, like, look, wish fulfillment and ultimate greatness is an option. We have to choose to do that, okay? I know you feel me on that. It's like, all praise to the Most High Power, because that's that free will right there. Great ultimate wonderfulness is an option. It's out here, okay? Let's choose that. All praise to the Most High Power. We are grateful. I am resilient and powerful. I acknowledge that I have greater stamina and endurance than I ever imagined. I am strong. God got us out here talking about, you one of my strongest soldiers. Okay, so get ready for some strongest soldier shit. Okay, guys? I am thankful for my divine partner. They are divinely led and placed in connection to me. Okay, so definitely feeling some of that twin flame energy coming through the Black community. Okay, so I'm so excited for everybody who feels that fire. And but this is also just in soulmate energy across the collective. People who we need to do business with, we need to activate with, we need to build bunkers with. You know what I'm saying? So, yes. My divine partner and I are one. We are united in love by our suffering and by our joy. Lord have mercy. Okay? And I usually don't get a whole bunch of lover cards when I pull these because it's mixed, but I find that significant. I don't usually get, lately I've been getting, just all spiritual. Let's try this one right here. The divine is generous and blesses me abundantly through spiritual lessons and blessings. During the challenges, I have the opportunity to rise higher on my path to ascension while finding the hidden gifts in all situations. That literally says what we had just was talking about with this tower is shit. So I'm gonna leave it like that because Spirit has spoken. Okay. So all praise to the Most High Power. We are grateful, and may we continue to be safe and strong and healthy on our journey. Okay, I'll be back soon.